fourth down situation, and then things would have been a little dire for you guys.
Because then we would have had to get the first down, and if we didn't, it was turnover. There was like 1 minute and a half left, which is a lot of time. So we really needed it, and I knew that, so just when we got it.
You know, you had a good game on both sides of the ball today. You got some key tackles, you made some key runs, got the first touchdown.
Yep, yeah, felt good.
Talk about that first touchdown.
Well, I definitely ran it the most this game through the whole year.
Yeah.
And I was just, the line was open up all the holes, and my eyes got huge when I saw it, and I just had to hit it. And then I made a cut and just saw it wide open, and I was just beaming. So.
As a quarterback, you think the team was kind of flat in the first half?
Oh, definitely. We were not executing the way we should have been in the first quarter and even in the second quarter, even though we scored. And then we kind of picked it up in the second half and the fourth quarter, but yeah.
McBain was tough.
They were big guys, but they played a good game. We played a good game, and we ended up.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice win there. Okay, checking in with me now is Mr. Simon. You know, Coach told me in the start of the game today, he said, I don't know how much we're going to play, Andrew, because you've been kind of dinked up a little bit, but you had to be in there.
Yeah, the coach before the game told me that I was only going to go on offense if they absolutely needed me, and after like 2 or 3 series, coach told me to come in, and I'm like, I guess it's the real deal now.
What do you like to play, offense or defense best?
I like them both for different reasons. I'd have to say I like defense more just probably because I'm better at it, but yeah, I like them both for their different reasons.
Any surprises by McBain today? Better than you thought?
Yeah, they were definitely better than I thought they were going to be. I knew they were going to be really tough. They were big. That number 3 was really good. He was a lot better than I thought he was going to be. We talked about him being their main ball carrier, and they played a lot tougher than I thought they were going to play, and I think we kind of overlooked them a little too much.
They dropped a couple of passes should have been caught.
Yeah, we got bailed out on some of those miscatches.
And the quarterback threw the ball sometimes, like maybe 10 yards over his receiver.
Yeah, there were a few times that we just kind of got bailed out that they didn't show up, I guess.
When do you think you had the game? When were you content?
After Jack Williams got that pick in the end zone and he ran it back for like 50 yards, I was like, we're gonna win this game.
That was it. Great game. Congratulations. All right, and who we got coming up here next? Mr. Piedmont. You know, you weren't on the team, I don't think, the varsity to start the season. Then you got your chance to play, and they've played you a lot, haven't they?
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
Tell us about today's game. What was some of your assignments?
Just coverage a lot mostly and keeping contained on the outside when they run the ball.
They gave you the opportunity to set the ball down for extra points and going on. And that's crucial, isn't it? If you don't put the ball quite down right, Bliss doesn't get the kick.
Oh, yeah, it's actually pretty technical when it comes down to it.
And how much does you depend a lot on the center?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It matters a lot.
Your biggest game of your career?
I'd say it was my best on defense for sure.
And they played a little bit of offense, but those guys were quick, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, they were pretty good.
Now it's on to Iron Mountain. You want to make that trip way up there?
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Great game.
Thank
Anthony Piedmont here at our broadcast booth. And here comes Gabe Olivier. Gabe, I want to say your name is Gabe Oliver. How do you get that Olivier in there?
Olivier. Well, it's the French saying of it, so we stick with that.
But when I first saw it, I said, oh, we got Oliver out there.
Yeah, no, right. I got the 2 eyes, not the one, but yeah.
This game today, they were tough when you guys tried to run through the line, weren't they?
Yeah, no, they had a lot of big guys. It was definitely really hard getting through the holes and stuff.
Where do you feel the game changed around? Where did the momentum? It seemed like momentum when we talked about it was with them in the first half.
Yeah, no, I definitely saw that too. But like third quarter, we got the interceptions going and stuff. Our defense is really holding them, and so yeah.
What did the coaches talk about at halftime?
We got to bring it. We didn't have a good first half. We definitely had to bring in our second half and finish the game.
Well, Williams picked that one off at the goal line. Oh, what did your heart do?
Oh, I was so excited. I was yelling and screaming. That was awesome. That was a great play by Willie.
And now you got to practice for another whole week.
Oh yeah, no, it's awesome. I love football. I'm ready to go. Let's go beat Iron Mountain.
Iron Mountain, you're ready to go make the long trip.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Great game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Boy, these kids just came back when they really needed to come back. Coach, I know we were probably feeling about like you were in that first half, and we said, my, this seems to be a flat team out there.
Very flat, for sure. I don't know. I thought we had a good week like we talked about in the pregame. Mm-hmm. I thought we were really focused when we were at school, getting dressed, getting ready. It was the quietest it has been all season. And then Wow, I don't know. I don't know if we're looking past McBain, but hats off to McBain for playing a great game and making us work hard for the win.
Well, they got the first touchdown, and it seemed like they through the first half they just carried the momentum on their side.
They did. Yeah, they did. And we were lucky to be up 7-6 at halftime. And, of course, our message to the kids is as bad as we played a half of football, we're still ahead. Pardon me. So the bottom line is we won the game, and we get to play another week.
You know, we were talking about it on the air. They come down, you were leading 14-6. They're a team that always goes for 2 points, I think. Almost got in on the first touchdown. So this game was not over until Williams intercepted that.
And even then, you know, we still needed to get a first down in order to be able to run out the clock. So big play by Willie on that interception. I thought a lot of our kids played hard at times, but we need all of our kids playing hard all the time.
McBain was a senior-laden team, the coach told me, and he felt this was their year.
And I see why. I mean, they had some big, burly young men and who played hard, who made plays. I mean, I told 3 going through the handshake line there, I hope he's playing on Saturdays next year somewhere. And thank God he's not playing at McBain next year in case we run into him again. So, I mean, just a heck of an effort and, again, a great season to Coach Maloney.
You're a young team.
Sort of. It's a strange mix. I like what we see out of our seniors who have come along this year, and also our underclassmen who are gaining valuable minutes and experience. So we're going to enjoy the win today, and then we'll take a look at Iron Mountain, and we'll get ready for them.
I talked to Colin about that freak play, if you want to call it that way. Somebody punched the ball out. Could you believe it? What happened?
No. Could I believe that we fumbled the ball? Number one, no. And then number 2, that our quarterback was astute enough to be there because – I don't know, Mike Alfaro, who's our custodian at C's, I saw him after the game. He said, is that our version of the immaculate reception? And I guess it is, you know, because if Colin's not there, they scoop and score. And now they get a 2-point conversion, and who knows what happens there. So, again, Colin had a heck of a game, more with his legs, but also with his arm at times. That touchdown pass was he just hung in the pocket. That kid came unabated off the edge. No one touched that defensive end, and Colin just put it on the money to 7.
In fact, Colin was almost going to be on his back when Cadillac caught the ball, right?
Yeah, and he was. You know, by the time the ball got to him, he was on his back, but he's all smiles as he's getting up too. So big play.
We don't have the final score in Iron Mountain, but they were leading 34-0 at half.
Yeah, well, kind of figured that would be the case. We were all cheering for Charlevoix, of course, because that would have kept us home for another week, provided we won this game. But again, I'll tell me where you want me to go, and we'll go next week against whoever in Division 7. But Iron Mountain, we have a lot of history with them, some good, some bad, and I'm sure that they're going to be firing on all cylinders, ready to take us on.
I mentioned your dad's name in our pregame, you and I talked about, but your dad, Larry, faced Iron Mountain more than once.
Absolutely, and I did as a senior as well.
Okay.
That was the very first game St. Francis. Here's your trivia question, everybody. The very first game that we played, St. Francis played in the Superior Dome, was against Iron Mountain in 1991, and it was a win. And then we went back there and played Ontonagon the next week and won that one. So I don't think, unfortunately, we're going to be inside. I think Iron Mountain's going to want us on their home field. But again, it doesn't matter now. It's they don't ask how, right? And so we're going to play next week.
Coach Sellers, congratulations. I will see you in Iron Mountain next week.
Okay, Don. See you there. Drive safely.
All right, the Glads winning here today by a final score of 14-6, and they head toward Iron Mountain next week. We think it's going to be a 1 o'clock game in the afternoon, but stay tuned to WLJN. They'll tell you what's going to happen. So on behalf of all the staff here, the guys that helped out, and the people back home, we say thank you to our listeners. I'm Don Watella. Have a nice weekend, everybody, and may God bless.
When you're there, in moments of melancholy, in times of trouble, in the heart of hurt, we're here when you're there. WLJN 89.9 and 107.9 FM. WLJN.
Really influence us and can just really change our life around.
I desperately need that input every morning to help me focus.
89.9 and 107.9 FM.